Ra leboga modulasetulo. Re bue re leboge ma-Afrika Borwa. Here I'm referring to millions of South African voters who gave MK Party, under the visionary leadership of President Nhlanganelo Akehlekisa Zuma, a clear mandate of representing them both in Parliament and provincial legislatures. Chairperson, to be clearer, let me indicate that I'm referring here to both officially declared votes and rigged votes. As MKP, we commend and fully support all efforts underway to expose and challenge the rigged election process. Hence, the collective of MK Party parliamentarians, we take this opportunity to convey our message of support and encouragement to Comrade Malesela Mkonyama from Limpopo, who is currently working from his hometown to Nkandla against vote rigging that took place under the watch of the IEC. Chairperson, allow me to dedicate on behalf of MK Party my submission to this budget to Comrade Hollinghood Mzwandile Kushu, popularly known in the area of Emelo and Secunda as the People's Warrior. Chairperson, it was on this day, 19 of SDUs was arrested after a heroic encounter with apartheid police in defense of our masses in Emelo and Secunda. He later died in 2022. May his fighting spirit continue to live among us. Chairperson, MK Party perceives National Treasury as a ministry that is central and crucial to the core mandate of the government of the day. In our view, National Treasury is the engine of what is supposed to be a developmental government serving public good and majority interest. Our assertion is further confirmed by the founding principles of National Treasury as a ministry. Since its establishment, the ministry has been striving to ensure, through various government ministries, the improvement of living standards of South Africans. Chairperson, the million-dollar question that this budget vote is still missing and just scratching on its surface is why, after 30 years in power, the National Treasury is still missing the bull's eye. Why, after 30 years, all development indicators are pointing south. The richer are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer. Poverty and unemployment are on steroids. Why, after 30 years, we can't afford free education? Chairperson, why, after 30 years, black graduates and professionals are unemployed? Why? Modulasetulo, there are so many whys to be posed. Kabo madimabe, tekanelo kabo ea National Treasury, haina dikarabo, ea fopoletsa, kipina ya tsweni, eba tubaruna ba iopelwa njara le jara. The budget vote is fraught with meaningless jargon, or words that are articulated by just an elite that is insensitive to the real needs of the majority of South Africans, that who are faced with a never-ending encounter with hopelessness, hunger, and inequality of opportunity. Let me zoom into your budget vote, examples of meaningless jargons that I'm referring to. I've heard this for many years, fostering high and inclusive growth. Show me where is that growth. I've heard this for many years, addressing fiscal vulnerability. Show me where is that fiscal vulnerability addressed when banks are victimizing black business people. Balanced approach to stabilize debt. I've heard this many times. Restoring the integrity of the municipal sector. Almost all municipalities in South Africa are facing challenges of finance. Participation in World Bank and IMF to strengthen South Africa's position in these forums is that position strengthened. This budget vote, Chairperson, is just buying time for the rich minority to continue milking the national resources and procrastinating the true liberation of the masses of our people. To compound matters, Chairperson, this budget vote is extremely silent about the bloated cabinet composition caused by the so-called GNU. I don't know what is this thing. Whoever thought that pro-white DA that has been advocating and campaigning for a trim cabinet will be a beneficiary and part of a bloated administration? Hypocrites told lies to be voted into power. Groenewald, the friend to a killer of my chief of staff, Comrade Chrisani. Whoever thought that Groenewald will be in bed with the ANC of Chrisani? Whoever thought that? I'm happy because the masses of our people are no longer blindfolded to be misled. Hence, they have shown it, and they will continue to do so through the ballot box. Our view as MK Party is that the root cause of this ill-advised intervention is because National Treasury post-apartheid was reconfigured in such a way that it favored apartheid-created white monopoly capital and its global network, at the expense of the majority of the people who voted it in power. And this stalled economic most of South Africans. A closer look at National Treasury will reveal that it is structured in such a way that it's able on its own to determine the economic policy reforms without robust political accountability. The way it operates, you might even think that it is a standalone or a super ministry. Minister, as a product and a former leader of the working class struggles, we hope you will agree with our summarized analysis, not unless your trade unionist gene has been erased from your DNA. National Treasury and its leaders' proximity to big-owned, white-owned businesses is very conspicuous, to an extent that National Treasury is viewed as a proxy to these big businesses than a ministry to serve the majority of South African populace. A typical and very sad example is how all former National Treasury ministers and senior officials are beneficiaries of a revolving door system, easily absorbed into senior strategic position by these big white-owned companies after their tenure at National Treasury. Hence, it is a common practice that anyone appointed as a Minister of Finance must be blessed by white monopoly capital or the most feared markets. If not, the currency will be undermined and manipulated.
Honourable Member, your time is now expired.
Interesting chapter. Thank you very much, Chairperson. I must confess that on behalf of MK Party, we are not going to support this budget vote. Thank you.